As you can see, I am standing amidst of thousands and thousands of bikes.
Welcome to Spiro here at Namanve. This is their main assembling plant. I came here to show you what is done behind the scenes, but when I reached here, I was surprised by the number of ladies and women whom Spiro has inspired to do greater things. We used to fear, first of all, engineering, we as boys, then it used to even be worse for the girls. You all know what I'm talking about if you have grown up in the African context. But here are girls who have gotten confident at what they do, who are able to speak about what they do, and this is what I'm bringing you today. I'm bringing what Spiro has, but also the girls and the fantastic ladies that work at this amazing place. And guess whom I'm with? It is Mama Spiro, Sharon, whom we have seen on this channel a number of times, and she keeps giving, she never stops. And so she's taking us around. Take it away.
Hi guys, we're at the Spiro assembling plant. This is where the whole story of EV starts from. My name is Akidi Sharon, commonly known as Mama Spiro. I've worked with Spiro for quite some time now. The name Mama Spiro originated from a rider who got his bike, and then from nowhere he said was excited about the Mama Spiro name. And our plant is really big, but still I am taking you around.
I was really shocked when I reached here and I saw the number of girls and women who are employed here. This is very terrific. Terrific is not the right word.
It's awesome. A very amazing experience.
It's a very amazing experience, and there's a very, very powerful story here which has truly amazed me. I'm using terrific as a compliment, not as a bad word.
I would want to take you around our production so that you can see exactly what we really do here.
Your hive of activity in the different sections, because every part handles a different section of the motorcycle in order to make a complete motorcycle. And that is the journey that we have today, and this is what you need to learn today. Things are done from their different sections, like the small components of the motorcycle, but all ends here at the production line, where there is a slow conveyor belt where everything is arranged and put on the motorcycle, and until to the entire end, where electric motorcycle comes offline and is tested and is ready to be sold.
These are the frames. Before these bikes are assembled, we start with the frame. And frame is the initial stage where we start from. As you can see, we have both the men and the women right there assembling the bike. And from there we move straight to this side where all the spare parts are being put on the bike. This is the very first stage where the bike is assembled from. And then as you can see, the men and women are really working very hard to ensure that everything on the bike is really intact. Here, a bike has about 2 people and production takes about 4 to 5 minutes to get things done. These bikes, once they are assembled, they put on the tires, they put on the lights. As you can see here, they're trying to test to see the bike and how it's working. Then a bike is assembled. Here we are almost having a finished product. This is where the bike is checked and finalized and everything is done. As you can see, these are the tanks we have. So all these tanks are going to be put on these bikes. The other side are the seats for the bikes to be assembled.
Hello, my name is Esther. I'm the team leader for Integrated Surprax. Our assembly line consists of 10 stations, and we have different activities running on each station. Station 1 is where they assemble the right compartment frame, the cabin plates, then they put the middle frame, then we have cabin plates, and then lastly we have the left compartment. After all that is installed, they install the brackets for the right and left brackets for the mounting of other components. Station 3, we have the installation of wire duct. Their purpose is for us to run our cables through the wire duct, plus the installation of the chargers. At Station 4, we have the installation of the residual current protection device and the wire splitters. So all the electricals begin from Station 4 station 6, 7, up to station 8. So after the installation of the residual current protective device and the wire splitters, we have the installation of the main control and warehouse communication boards, the communication cables, the auxiliary power supply, and the IoT device. So this is the communication board, the one that enables the communication, charger communication, and for the charging cables. This is the main control board, the auxiliary power supply, and the IoT mode. It enables the rack to connect to the internet and also has a GPS tracker to show you where the rack is, the specific location where the rack is. At station 7 is where they install the charging cables, the smoke detector, and the temperature sensors. The final electrical installations happen at station 8. They get to install the circuit breaker, the energy meter, the door assembly that has the emergency stop, and the lock assembly, plus the fans. So station 9 is for quality checks to ensure everything has been connected the way it is supposed to be connected. Then station 10 is where we do the installation of the wire duct covers and application of silicone gel at the specific point you can see here. So after doing all these installations, we then put the rack down. We debug and upgrade the rack and do the final check. We have to check the functionality of the residual current protection device. In case there is a high current, it can be able to switch off and protect our equipment. The next thing we check for is the functionality of the smoke detector. So if there's anything like smoke, this smoke detector will detect that. It will send a signal to trip the breaker. At the same time, it triggers an alarm. Then we have the fans. Because I told you we have temperature sensors in here. So if these sensors sense that the temperature has gone higher than the normal, it is supposed to trigger the fans to run and cool the rack before power supply is restored. So before the rack is upgraded, it can only charge a specific type of batteries. So we upgrade to enable this rack to be able to charge all kinds of batteries. So the entire upgrade process takes a maximum of 10 minutes to complete the entire upgrading process.
All she has explained to you is the integrated swap racks, where you charge your batteries when you go to a local charging station, when you need juice in your motorcycle.
And so here we are at the other section after the production where these things are kept for loading. These are the smart racks that have just been done by production, and off we are loading them. As you can see, this is going to Garuga, Bukaya. This is the finished product. It looks nice, it looks marvelous. And like I told you, they are assembled by the ladies. Spiro not only empowers men, but also empowers the women. As you can see, the women have been very innovative and came up with the smart racks. Wow. What a product. So as a woman, I have learned lots and lots of things. First of all, I have learned to be confident. Second of all, I am not intimidated. Thirdly, I have learned to be a decision maker. And I would like to empower the women, the mothers out there of tomorrow, that anything is possible. You can do anything, and everything works out for the good of the Lord. So for the ladies out there who have not been doing anything, you can start up something. It all starts with a dream, and then later on, it explodes and find yourself moving places. I didn't know that at any one point I would be where I am today. This is our tire section. You can look at the way the tires are looking. Oh my God, they are really looking nice and fantastic. And in the market, as you can see, here are some of the spare parts that you people have been asking for, and they are not so expensive. They are really cheap. So kindly come here at the plant in Namanve and have a look at what Spiro is really doing. This is the sub-assembly area where you see the indicators. They're putting the lights on the bike, and you can see they also has the screen of the bike. Now this is where production takes place in Spiro. As you can see, the young boys and girls are really very busy making sure that the things are done, and you have exactly a very wonderful and finished product. As you can see, this is the hardened carbon. It doesn't break. It's really hard, and the product, the material that is made of, it's really a very strong material. So these bikes are also yet to be assembled, and everything that is needed on these bikes will be done. I'll also take you through our finished product. Keep it locked here at the plant. As you can see, here is part of the finished product we have here at the plant. And wow, this place really looks amazing. This is the seat area. We have the soft seats. Oh my God, they are really soft. Not the hard ones. These ones are very modernized and improved version of the seats you people were actually asking for. Come, let me take you through our finished product. Right here, we have a variety of bikes, and the whole place is full. Which color would you want? What is the color of your preference? You want blue? You want black? You want yellow? You want green? Right here, the production is done and ready for our clients. As you can see, people are moving up and about with the bikes. The bikes that you see assembled outside here are all going to be taken by our esteemed clients. Behind me, we have a big truck out there that is offloading a number of batteries. Like I told you, here at the plant, we have lots and lots of things that are taking place. As you can see, the trucks are also going to load more vehicles to take up country and whereabouts here in Uganda. As you saw the process, we are offloading the batteries, and now we are checking them to see if some of them were damaged or not damaged. I can come and take you to some of the batteries that have been offloaded. As you can see, this is a new battery that has been brought onto the market just for our riders. And like I said before, it takes a wider range. This one takes a wider range. It takes about 100+ kilometers. Right here, I am at the collection point. As soon as the production is done, all the bikes that have been worked upon are put here at the collection point, and from which they are tested to know what is missing and whether everything is intact before our clients receive this beautiful made product. Spiro being Africa's EV player right now in the world, we have different branches. In case you're in Kenya, you're in Uganda, you're in Rwanda, you're in Togo, you can also get this Spiro bike in that African country where you are.
My name is Chaisima Evelyn. I came as a housekeeping, but now I have learned how to assemble bike, and I have learned all the model of the bikes, all M1 and M2 and M3. Even I completed my studies because I didn't have school fees on those days when I came here, but since I joined, as they pay me as I go to school. So I have completed my studies. I have paid my sister's school fees.
My name is Jessica Maria. I did automotive engineering. I'm a team lead in the process quality. At first, I was dealing with vehicles, but now I'm dealing with the bikes. Now I know more on the quality of the bikes. For now, what I do here, I check this bike, whether it can go to the standard of the quality standard. My message to young girls there, I encourage you, don't sit on yourself at home, be like you, me, I want to work in offices, even that work, it can give you money and you can go more far.
My name is Namanve Katrina, and my role is to do these
These are called IoTs. You're supposed to arrange them, you put the lines, then you do the scanning. You also scan the racks before they leave the stations. It's something nice. I enjoy doing it. I did engineering electrical. I would like to encourage my fellow girls out there to do the same. It's not something very hard. Be you feel yourself, you do something you love, and also always aim at achieving the best.
Name is Bakoko Dina. There are some ladies who are there, they are fearing to do electrical parts, electrical course, because they just say that is for the men. It's not for the men. Even a lady, you are a lady also you can do it, even you can do it better than a man. What inspires me is that I see some engineers, most of them they are ladies. Even they can be supervised. They can be supervised as the gents. Even me, that even inspires me a lot. So may I want to be like them.
What is stopping you from achieving and being what you want to be? Remember, to all the ladies, the sky is the limit.